Hi everyone, hope you're doing well wherever you are. In today's build, we're visiting Willow Creek's Foundry Cove neighborhood. This is a 20 by 15 lot, and I really wanted to challenge myself by keeping this build at the 10K mark, which was quite difficult to do and make it a livable space. In the end, it comes down to 9,998 simoleons. Talk about close. This build goes through a few changes before it reaches its final form, which is to be expected when you're limiting your budget. But it's a great starter home for a single sim, and you'll have a little bit of money at the end for adding your sim's personality to this home as well. I initially started this build with adding a fence and doing some landscaping around the home. I thought a fenced-in yard would be a nice way to add some outdoor space to the build. I wanted it to be small, yet inviting. I also tried to finish the exterior of the build before moving inside, as that often gives me a guide for the vibe I'm looking for. The columns that you see me place are from the City Living expansion pack and are probably my favorite to use. I think I try to put them into every single build that I do. I did use the wrong fence for the porch, but I've since gone in and fixed that. Most of this build is from base game, but there are some additional elements. The front door, for instance, comes from the Nifty Knitting pack. The windows are from University. I did try not to go for the absolute cheapest of items, so instead of using the used kitchen appliances and counters from City Living, I went with their base game counterparts. Still cheap, but at least they're new. I also chose carpet for most of the flooring except in the kitchen and bathroom, because most cheap homes I've been in have either been carpet or full tile. I wanted this to be the ideal starter home for the sim who just came out of Create-A-Sim. Once I started furnishing, I noticed the cost of the home quickly went up, and I needed to make some significant changes to the build. I removed the fenced-in yard, and I got rid of some of the landscaping I'd done up to this point. I even made the house smaller so that I had a little bit more to work with. Not surprisingly, these changes didn't net me much extra to work with. But at least this house has everything that your sim needs to survive and keep all of their moodlets green. Ultimately, making the house smaller enabled me to make it feel more like a home instead of a large empty space. I had to adjust a few things to make it fit nicely, but I'm happy with how this build turned out. I hope you enjoy this build. It's up on the Sims gallery under my user ID, which you can find in the description below. Don't forget to give me a like if you found this video worth your time, and definitely subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.